At this time, will the audience members please rise to the national anthem, which will be sung by Julia Choi. Gentlemen, please remove your caps.
Good morning. I am Makaran Parigi. I would like to welcome our honored guests. Please hold your applause until all guests are introduced. Please stand as your name is called to be recognized. The Honorable Alan Kittleman, Howard County Executive. Mrs. Christina Delmont Small, Member of the Board of Education. Mrs. Sandra French, Member of the Board of Education. Mrs. Cynthia Valancourt, Member of the Board of Education. Dr. Michael Martirano, Superintendent of Schools. Ms. Linda Wise, Deputy Superintendent. The Honorable Gail Bates, Maryland State Senator, District 9. The Honorable Trent Kittleman, Maryland State Delegate, Howard County District 9A. The Honorable Warren Miller, Maryland State Delegate, District 9A. Ms. Beverly Davis, Chief Financial Officer. Mr. Frank Eastham, Executive Director of School Improvement and Administration. Dr. Gina Masella, Administrative Director of High Schools. The Marriotts Ridge Administrative Team, including Ms. Tammy Goldeisen, Principal. Our 3 Assistant Principals, Ms. Choya Franklin, Mr. Cameron Ranama, and Ms. Megan Sinisi, Ms. Patricia Lawn, Science Teacher, Class of 2017 co-sponsor. Ms. Patricia Spruill, Dance Teacher, Class of 2017 co-sponsor. Mr. William Frank, English Teacher, Class of 2017 Teacher of the Year. Mr. Tyler Meinhardt, Social Studies Teacher. Mr. Carl Schindler, Principal, Applications and Research Laboratory. Ms. Christina Kravitz, Assistant Principal, Homewood Center. Marriotts Ridge High School's counselors, Ms. Jessica Little, Mr. A.J. Johnson, Ms. Marjorie Ford, and Ms. Jody Dubbs. Student presenters, Yao Owusu Boite, Caitlin Onmacht, Julia Mann, Bennett Elric, and Julia Choi. And finally, our honored guests who are sitting throughout the pavilion, Dr. Adrienne Kaufman, retired principal, Marriotts Ridge High School. Alan Cosentino, Principal, Mount View Middle School. Larry Cohen, former Board of Education member.
Good morning. I'm Ben Elric. Not gonna lie, I was kind of expecting a standing ovation. I guess I'll just have to wait until the end. Some of you here who know me may be wondering why I'm up here. And honestly, it's probably scaring a lot of you. I know my mom hasn't slept for weeks. Hi, Mom. I could say anything, and I have about 3.53 seconds before anyone can stop me. Yeah, I did the math. Keep that in mind, guys. But all jokes aside, as you sit here today, eager for those diplomas, with your family and friends looking on with pride, I'm going to tell you something you did not expect to hear. I'm unimpressed. I mean, don't get me wrong. This is a big accomplishment. It's a really, really big deal. You should soak up the moment because we all worked really hard to get here. I'm not belittling the moment, just simply looking at the bigger picture. My experiences may not be the same as all of yours, but I'm sure we'll all look back on our high school careers with great nostalgia. But class of 2017, I beg of you to only let it be that, a fond remembrance. You must always attempt to find a new peak. You need to find what works best for you. A famous poet of our generation, known as Drake, once said, "Started from the bottom, now we're here." Take a moment to think back to our freshman year. What do you see? I see me coming into freshman year as a meek, hairless, wide-eyed, and bushy-tailed freshman. All of us were so eager to get to class and to learn. And like me, you probably smelled small next to the enormous upperclassmen. Do you remember our first pep rally and hearing the entire school chant at us, "Back to Mount View"? I'm glad some of you clapped. There's supposed to be more. It's fine. Not mad. As I neared the end of my high school days, I began to take note of what we had accomplished. We became more comfortable at Marriotts Ridge. We found a good sense of style and a good core group of friends. We were no longer meek little boys and girls. Some of us grew some facial hair, and when we looked at freshmen in the halls, we received those same nervous glances we gave them 4 years before. Not gonna lie, that was slightly satisfying. But as satisfied as we might feel at this very moment, know that this is not the top. If it is, I'll really be unimpressed. For now, I'm just a little unimpressed with all of you. I'm unimpressed because I know each and every one of you will go on to do far greater things, and I'm waiting eagerly to see what those will be. This is you passing through the gateway to the rest of our lives, where the real big things are going to happen. What occurs next in our journey, whether it be higher education, military, or career, I wish you all the best of luck, although I know none of you need it. And to quote the mustache gentleman that appeared on our TV every month, and now my closing comments as always. Be kind to your fellow man, even at pep rallies. Maintain your sense of humor, even if it means laughing at yourself sometimes. And love your family. Without them, none of us would be here. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2017. I now have the distinguished honor of welcoming the MRHS Senior Madrigals. Welcome Elena Mbala, Russell Brooking, Shahana Callahan, Julia Choi, Lexi Cruz, Jason Halsup, Brian Huntley, Emily Myarki, Michaela Neiman, Camila Ranta, Jack Rinaldi, John Rivers, Callie Robertson, Olivia Shope, Pooja Swami Nathan, Duncan Tillis, and Julie Almer. All these people will be accompanied by David George, Ben Giroux, and Jim and Kim. Thank you.
A new world calls across the ocean. A new world calls across the sky. A new world whispers in the shadows. Time to fly. Time to
It's about one moment, the moment before it all becomes clear, and in that one moment, you start to believe there's nothing to fear. It's about 1 second, and just when you're on the verge of success, the sky starts to change, and the wind starts to blow. And oh, you're suddenly a stranger. There's always bleeding where you stand. You didn't know that you sometimes have to go around an unexpected bend. The road will end in a new world calls me to follow. A new world leads me right behind. A new world holds me to a promise. Standing by. It's about one moment, the moment you think you know where you stand. In that one moment, the things that you're sure have slipped from your hands. It's about 1 second to try to be clear, to try to stand tall, but nothing's the same. And the wind starts to blow. And oh, you're suddenly a stranger in some completely different land. You hope you knew, but you didn't have a clue that the surface sometimes cracks. Little tracks to a new world. Have a house on the hill, you have a job on the coast. Find a lover you're sure you believe in.
You get pulled in the back. Earthquake hits and your faith loses sight.
And then you realize you didn't know anything. Nobody told you the best way to steer when the wind starts to
All of a sudden your life is different than you meant.
Wow. I love the magicals. Good morning to everyone, to the administration and staff, to our representatives, to our families and friends, and to the Marriotts Ridge High School graduating class of 2017. My name is Yao Owusu Boite, and I'm the class of 2017 parliamentarian. I am honored to share a few words with you all today and to speak about blank. No, not a blank for censoring anything. A blank, meaning a gunshot used to signal the start of many types of races, including horse races. On that first day of high school in August of 2013, the blank was fired. Our race as Mustangs was underway, and it was time to fill in the void, the blank, that was our high school experience. And fill it, we did. We filled our experience as a class with victories in the 2015 and 2017 Class Acts talent shows. We filled our Spirit Weeks this year with clean sweeps in both pep rallies. And we filled our senior year of high school with a crab feast, class night, picnic, and tons of memories. Man, what an incredible race we Mustangs ran together. But if we're honest, our race was also a struggle. Every one of us can agree that at times we faced overwhelming challenges, personally and across the world. I certainly stumbled many times throughout my own race as a Mustang. And maybe that's because Mustangs are not the strongest or the fastest or the most well-known racehorses. Thoroughbreds are. But we, as Mustangs, are all gathered here today to reflect and to celebrate, not because we ran a flawless or perfect race, but simply because we have finished our race. It doesn't matter if you ran slowly or got tripped by others or even stumbled off the track completely. All that matters today is we finished our race. And in the crowds cheering us on, guiding us in the right directions, were our teachers, our families, our friends, our community. And steadfastly galloping in the race, right next to you, class of 2017, were the Mustangs sitting to your left and right, who also finished their race. So whether you cherish every moment of high school or you're eager to move on, I want to leave you with a few thoughts. Running this race with each and every one of you, my fellow Stangs, has been fantastic. But grade school should not be the best race you'll ever run. As you each move on to your next race, chase after your dreams and passions with grace, courage, and persistence. Or, as our beloved Mrs. Sally Livingston so kindly instructed us, with speed and purpose. If you don't know your dreams yet, be patient and compassionate with yourself until you do fully realize them. And always remember to be understanding and supportive of those who run their own races right next to yours. Congratulations, class of 2017.
Good morning. My name is Julia Mann. The class of 2017's Teacher of the Year is someone I've come to respect and admire for his love of education and literature, and I've never even had him as a teacher. He is a teacher that students seek out to engage in conversation that pries into his seemingly boundless knowledge, or simply to say, "How are you?" Because they know that the answer will always be more genuine than just good or fine. His own students rave about a teacher that inspires them to think differently and set personal goals. But what comes up most often is how he makes his students feel. They say he cares about their growth, their learning, their daily lives, and their happiness. And as one student put it, also, he likes Star Wars. On behalf of the class of 2017, I introduce to you Mr. William Frank, Teacher of the Year.
Hi, guys. Success. We've been told for years that hard work and perseverance will lead us to a life of success. Today, I would like to add to that. Hard work and perseverance, while important, will not make you successful without a true understanding of the things that make you feel fulfilled. Too often, when we look into the future, we think about the house that we want to live in or the car that we want on one-day drive. What we do not consider is the number of people that are workaholics, barely spending a moment of time in the beautiful houses that they have purchased. What we do not consider is the number of people that work day after day in unsatisfying jobs, convinced that they must do so in order to live up to a standard that they do not have time to enjoy. This type of work can be fulfilling if it's something that you personally value, but it can also be emotionally stunting if it conflicts with what speaks to you as an individual. Perhaps we do not consider these realities because we spend too much time comparing ourselves to others when we should be reflecting on ourselves. Social media has made this type of self-reflection far more difficult, in my opinion. Every time we sign on to Facebook, click on Snapchat, or post on Instagram, we are comparing ourselves to others instead of living life for ourselves. So as I look at you today, I ask you to take the time to find out who you really are. Pay attention to the things that matter to you. Pay attention to the projects that you come back to when no one has asked you to put in hard work. Pay attention to the learning that you love when no one cares whether or not you are learning something. If you can find a way to incorporate these things into your life, whether it's in your career or in your family, then I'm certain that when you look back on your life, you'll be able to do so with a smile. Please remember, it is not your friend's life, it is not your parents' life, it is yours and yours alone. If you chase money, you may become rich one day. If you chase fame, you may become famous one day. If you trace the dreams that speak to who you really are, then you may find something more than wealth. You may find something more than fame. You may find contentedness. And that is the success that I wish for you. Congratulations, class of 2017.
Thank you, and congratulations to Mr. Frank on your selection as the class of 2017 Seniors Teacher of the Year. One of my greatest gifts was being named principal of Marriotts Ridge High School. It has been an honor to work with you this year. You have enriched my life immeasurably, both professionally and personally. I absolutely love who you are, and I feel like a proud mom to 298 students. I am so excited for you today. I know that you are fully prepared to go on your next path. You are amazing young people. You have come to school ready every day to work and support each other. I have observed you in classrooms, on the playing field, on courts, in your extracurricular activities, clubs, and competitions. I've used my pom-poms to cheer you on, even though people were looking at me like I was a little strange. Let's face it, I am a little strange. I have tweeted your successes. I've shared good news via today's topics and bits and bridles. You have brought pride, spirit, and a sense of community to Marriotts Ridge. You have overcome obstacles and persevered, so you should be proud of your accomplishments. I want you to make good choices and good decisions in your future. I want you to work towards your dreams, set goals for yourself. Keep your incredible work ethic, and always remember where you came from. I have complete faith that you will reach your goals and strive to be the best. After all, you are a Mustang forever. You have made many friends and connections during your time at Marriotts Ridge. My hope would be that you continue to nurture those relationships as you begin new ones in the next phase of adulthood. Please join me in thanking your parents, guardians, family members, teachers, staff members, and friends who have all worked hard to guide you and support you. All we have ever wanted was for you to be successful and to find your niche in life. Thank those people. My last message to you, in the words of Caroline Blaylock, stay rowdy, Ridge. Bam, I'm dropping the pom-pom. It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce our county executive, Mr. Alan Kittleman.
Thank you very much, and congratulations on behalf of all the residents of Howard County to the tremendous Mustang class of 2017. I share Ms. Goldreason's comments. My youngest will be graduating in 2.5 hours, and I know a lot of you, because you're the same age as my son, played sports with my son, did an awful lot of things. I know a lot of the parents out there, and I know a lot of parents what you're feeling right now, because I'm feeling it right now. And I know it's sometimes hard to believe that our children have become young men and women, and they're ready to go out and do amazing things. And Ben, you're right, this is not the top, not even close. And I just want to tell you how proud I am of you and how proud I am of your families and what you've done and what they have sacrificed for you. They're amazing people, and they sacrifice because they love you. And they care about you, and they want you to be strong and successful, and they want you to be content, like Mr. Frank says. And that's why they've done all this for you. But you know, a few days ago, we honored the folks who also sacrificed tremendously for you. And we don't even know who they are. They're the women and the men who died in battle so that we could have the life that we have here in Howard County. The people who put everything on the line because they cared about our country and they cared about you. And I know there must be members in our audience from the armed forces, either active or veterans. We should also be conscious of what they've done for us in their service. So if you could please stand so we can acknowledge any veteran, any active duty military in the audience, please stand. You are the heroes. You are the heroes. Thank you for your service. But also, I want to acknowledge any member of the class of 2017 from Marriotts Ridge High School who has decided to go into the military, whether to an academy or straight into the military. If you could please stand so we can honor you as well. Any member. Thank you for your willingness to serve and to stand in the gap so that we can live this life that we have. And in closing, I can't do any better than Mr. Frank. It's exactly how I feel. There's a whole lot more to life than wealth and material possessions. In addition to being content, I think the way in which you get there also is by looking at ways in which you can help others. And I ask you to think about how you can pay back what all these other folks have done for you by looking for ways to be kind. Look for ways to care for people and to do things for others without seeking credit, because it's the right thing to do. And when you do that, I do think you'll become content. And what's so great about kindness, it's contagious. And when you're kind, others will be kind as well. And then you can really make a change in this world. Congratulations, Mustangs.
Mrs. Delmont Small and Dr. Martirano, as principal of Marriotts Ridge High School, I hereby certify that the graduates seated before you have met all the requirements for graduation as set forth by the Howard County Public School System and the Maryland State Department of Education. They are eligible to receive a high school diploma, a certificate of completion, or a certificate of attendance. At this time, I invite Dr. Michael Martirano, Superintendent of the Schools, to the podium.
Good morning, class of 2017. How are you? Great. You look marvelous. I was listening to the opening comments from your principal, and she stated that she's only been with you for a year. Well, I'm the new superintendent in Howard County Public Schools, and I've only been with you a month. And so I'm trying to get to know you, but I do know you. Like everyone in the audience who is here to celebrate, all of your parents, all of your family members, all of our elected officials and dignitaries on the stage, we have put you in the middle because we support you, we love you, we care about you. And I do know you because all of you have hope and aspirations and dreams. But in a few moments, I will accept you in terms of the certification for your class, and you'll walk across this stage, and I'll get to meet you for the first time. And I want to share with you so that you understand who I am as I shake your hand and we send you off to your families and into society, into your next stage of your life. That I want you to have a North Star that you focus on. And I challenge you to think, what is your North Star, and how will you use your academic preparation in your character development to make a difference? My personal North Star are 5 words: to every day to work hard and to be kind, to be others-centered, to take care of those who are less fortunate, and to always care about those individuals who we need to reach down and provide our hand to help them out. And there is no question, ladies and gentlemen, that in our great county of Howard, that we enjoy a wonderful, abundant lifestyle. Our graduation rate for our county public school system is 93%, and that's something to celebrate. However, I'm concerned that the 7% didn't make it. And so as a total community, I will not be satisfied, nor will our community be satisfied, until 100% make it to that finish line as you talked about in your graduation speech. And we can always do better. So today, as you walk across that stage, I want you to think about your North Star: to work hard, to be nice, to be kind, and reflect on how you can go forth and make a difference in the lives of others. Young people, I can't wait to meet you in a few short minutes to congratulate you. I congratulate all of your families. What a day to celebrate. And now I turn it over to Christina Delmont Small, who will represent the Board of Education and have some words as well. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Good morning. On behalf of the Board of Education, I bring greetings and congratulations to the Marriotts Ridge High School class of 2017. I wouldn't even try to top the advice of your classmates, Mr. Frank, your principal, Dr. Martirano, and our county executive, the advice that they've given you. It's all true, and it's something to think about later. You really don't need to hear mine, but I'm going to give you some anyway. What you don't say sometimes speaks louder than what you do say, and your actions speak louder than both. Now, I have a long version and a short version of my speech. Which would you like? Okay, you ready? Then let's get your diplomas.
Julia Marie Choi. Michael Bennett Elrick. Julia Grace Mann. Caitlin Mary Onmacht. Yao Sapon Awusuboite. Makaran Parigi. Alankurtha Ambala. Russell Anthony Brooking. Shahana Dotto Callahan. Alexis Nicole Cruz. Benjamin Louis Giroux. Jason Allen Haslip. Brian Henry Huntley. Emily Nancy Merarkey. Michaela Ann Neiman. Camila Felicita Randa. Jack Louis Rinaldi. John Parker Rivers. Kathleen Marie Robertson. Olivia K. Shope. Pooja Sarada Swaminathan. Duncan Lee Tillis. Julia Margaret Ulmer.
Mutaz Nazir Ahmed. Elise So Young An. Jamal Ashraf Akund. Kylie Nicole Albertson. Ali Marie Alejandro. Jessica Marie Allen. Louis John Anania. Natalie Marie Antista. Zamar Aurangzeb Beg. Preeti Reddy Byrie. Amanda Elizabeth Baker. Gunnar Brian Bernard. Nicole McKenna Baugh. Drew Kersey Benson. Grace Elise Bentavenga. Ansul Kumar Bharti. Sophia Angie B. Leanna Michelle Beagle.
Caroline Palmer Blaylock. Sarah Ryan Blaylock. Stephen Charles Blaney. Tyler Robert Bowen. Sydney Michelle Brady. Catherine Nicole Brandon. Barry Ann Brickner. Nicholas Sergey Brusco. Shannon Rose Burbank. Jamie Marie Burnett. Shelby Monique Burton. Gerardo Andrés Cader Melendez. Christian Tyler Campbell. Domingo Canales IV. Yuki Emmy Cow. Jacob Andrew Carroll. Mitchell John Cassidy. Hunter Anthony Sestone. Anuhya Chalangundla. Jenny Chi. Ria Mago Chitaki. Nicholas Anthony Cristino. Jason Stephen Cerisi. Ushing Hector James Clark. Erin Kathleen Clark. Brooke Elizabeth Connolly. Jackson Alexander Courtney. Quincy Montgomery Crawford IV. Zad Mahmoud Dar. Enya Davidanaite. Robert Reese Germany Davis. Samuel Bruce Dawes. Lillian Rose DeHart. Jonna Nicole Del Giaco. Shelby Lynn Desmond.
Oceana Shi Ding. Jake Christopher Denoto. Anthony Nicholas Ellis. Brandon Alexander Ellis. Victoria Ann Erdman. Catherine Patricia Evans. Madison Alexia Faribaugh. Caitlin Hamilton Fildebrand. Logan Gray Fingerhuth. Jeremy Mack Folsom. Hannah May Frederick. Kendall Nix Gaines. Alexandria Austin Gardner. Sydney Morgan Gilliam. Madeline Grace Gladstone. Luke Patrick Goonan. Troy Michael Grandstaff. Jonathan Robert Gresham. Aditya Gupta. Vidar Gupta. Cassandra Ray Hale. Abigail Marie Hammond. Jessica Catherine Harding. Brennan Andrew Hardigan. Daniel Robert Hatfield. Brianna Morgan Held. Kyle William Hill. Davin Hong. Hyesung Hong. Regina Hillary Hong. Sean Michael Horn.
Aaron William Horn. Nishita Suresh Hosamane. Alyssa Leo Huang. Taylor Michelle Houston. Jihoon Chris Hyung. Leah Nicole Janesy. Samantha Ann Jacobs. Ayush Jain. Elijah Storm Johns. Christopher Ryan Jones. Wonmo Kang. Ryan Hay Kang. Divya Shri Kapoor. Patrick Jameson Keefe. Eric Tyler Kelly. Lillian Kathleen Kennedy. Reed Thomas Kenny. Il-jung Kim. Jun Young Kim. Maximilian Adrian Kim. Simon Leshe Clemenson. Madeline Yulan Estelle Kuntz. Colin Michael Cratchwell. Christina Jade Cribler. Emily Rachel Krieger. Cody Jacob Hughes. Kavya Krish Kumaran. Samuel Hong An Lam. Joel Alexander Landsman.
Andrew Stephen Lauer. Vishal Mukesh Lavani. Benjamin Jaehoon Lee. Jae-Won Lee. Megan Yeonju Lee. Matthew Curtis Lines. Spencer Martin Lines. Stephanie Ashley Lewis. Ishwan Liu. Noah Frederick Loisel. David Munir Longard. Eric Ramsey Lowe. Robert Hunt Luciano. Marcus Donald Lunsford. Noah Christopher Daesung Liu. Maxwell James Mann. Thomas Edward Malloy. Margaret Elizabeth Malone. Grace Nicole Mann. Claire Elizabeth Martin. Erin Mary McGinn. Aiden Maxwell Means.
Nicholas Jose Mejia. Charles Hathaway Menton. Joseph Bush Miller III. Luke Hiroshi Misumi. Avery Prescott Mitchell. Nicholas Joseph Molinaro Jr. Evan John Moody. Michael Anthony Moore. Christopher James Mulligan. Justin Clark Mullins. Joseph Kamalakar Naidu. Jonathan Chanwoo Nam. Malik Nator. Noah Patrick Neese. Fatima Zerha Amir Nuseri. Mirela Oliveira Balestino. Michael Olumayiwa Omalewa. Van Aken. Kayla Elizabeth Orcutt. LaDeja Nate Owens. Kevin Richard Paget. Ashley E. Park. John G. Park.
Nirmal N. Patel. Emily Rose Paul. De'Aaron Alexandre Payan. Jacqueline Rose Peffel. Gabrielle Alexandria Peich. Thomas Martin Phipps. Alexandra Judith Pickett. Chloe Julia Piedmont. Megan Elizabeth Plummer. David Anthony Polifrone. Raymond Jacob Polinsky. Akshay Ponamaneni. Caitlin Marie Portillo. Sarah Madeline Powell. Takari John Poynton. Haley Aaliyah Preston. Lauren Elise Prin. Mason Anthony Pung. Samantha Summer Purnell. Megan Catherine Quinn. Abdullah Azar Raja. John Apiango Ryder.
Sarah Catherine Riley. Timothy Patrick Riley. Michael James Richards, Jr. Haley Lorraine Rodrigue. Catherine Valerie Roth. Matthew Timothy Rumrill. Hadra Sajid. Natalie May Sanchagrin. Vandana Satyamurthy. Caitlin Grace Sawyer. Ashley Karen Scarpacci. McKenna Erin Schindler. Jocelyn Nicole Schmidt. Erica Lee Scholl. Nicole Elizabeth Seabach. Wesley Ian Diallo Seals. Shankar Sahara Sayan. Azba Khalid Shafi. Ishan Sarakis Shah. Katie Michelle Sharbaugh. Samiha Noman Sheikh. Samuel Wayman Shen. Hannah Paige Shim. Julia Arwen Sigrist.
Edward William Sill. James Robert Slack. Allison Marie Smith. Jordan Patrick Smith. Christopher Michael Spano. Alec Ryan Stevens. Jillian May Stewart. Nathan Miles Stricker. Francis James Stump. Casey Eileen Sullivan. Emily Noel Suter. Kayla Ann Swan. John Thomas Szymanski. Sydney Nicole Taft. Chloe Shuyen Tan. Qianchun Jennifer Tao. William Taylor V. Anna Marie Tyson. Sarah Ruth Irene Thorne. Abigail Cody Thornton. Brandon Yut Leong Tsui. Madeline Marjorie Tucker. Eric Adrianus Verhoeven. Mahita Krishna Vigili Saya.
Chloe Abigail Verdon. Enshua Wong. Jack Lansdale Watson. Olivia Claire Wegeman. Erin Elizabeth White. Thomas Rowe Wilson. William Joseph Wolfe. Kylie Rose Woodall. Emma Faith Woodbury. Enpei Yang Wu. Thomas Ga Sing Won. William Qingdeche Yan. Wendy Wenchao Yang. Adeline Carmen Yodzis. Justin Junsa Yu. Rebecca Grace Younts. Eileen Yu. Ivan Junghan Yu. Rachel Yu. Christine Jing Yuan. Samuel Christopher Zabaldo. Zizha Zhang. Matthew Lee Zheng.
Mrs. Delmont Small, please allow the following Howard County Public School System staff members to award their children's diplomas. David Brown, Central Office, and Elizabeth Brown, Jeffers Hill Elementary School. Catherine Elizabeth Brown. Scott Conroy, Folly Quarter Middle School, and Connie Conroy, Central Office. Madeline Dawson Conroy. Beth Galloway, Howard High School. Reed Stephen Galloway. Nicole Geiger, Department of Special Education. Andrew Jared Geiger. Sherry Hadaway, Waverly Elementary School. Michael James Mitchell Hadaway. Kendra Jackson, Deep Run Elementary School. Kendall Ashton Jackson. Marion Jonas, Waverly Elementary School. Ayanle Hussein Jirde. Lisa Hairston Jones, Swansfield Elementary School. Julian Michaela Jones. Consuela Jones, Marriotts Ridge High School. Paige Anais Jones. Mary Mitchell, West Friendship Elementary School. Kevin William Mitchell. Heather Smith, West Friendship Elementary School. Sierra Elizabeth Smith. Sheila Stiles, Marriotts Ridge High School. Joseph Thomas Stiles. Mark Stout, Central Office. Anthony Mirando Stout. Susan Thomas, Dunlogan Middle School. Nathan Charles Thomas.
So please join me one more time in congratulating the class of 2017. Once again, I want to thank all of our stage guests, parents, guardians, family members, and friends for attending our 10th graduation ceremony. I especially want to thank Mrs. Rashid, our amazing graduation coordinator, I know. Mrs. Lawn and Mrs. Sproul for the class of 2017 sponsors. Seniors, you have one last task before you leave. I call on your classmate and student government president, Caitlin Onmacht, to facilitate the final graduation tradition.
Will the graduating class of 2017 please stand and join me in the turning of the tassels? Congratulations.
We are now at the conclusion of our ceremony. Parents, guardians, guests, please remain seated as the graduates recess out of the pavilion. Families can meet their graduates on the grassy area behind the pavilion. Again, we ask that graduates, guests, and school staff avoid lingering and vacate the parking lots as quickly as possible. This is necessary to ensure that those arriving are able to park and find a seat in advance of the ceremony that follows. Thank you very much for your cooperation, and once again, yeah, class of 2017.